Hello friends, welcome to this video. So I'm starting a new series where I will start with Python basics because Python I believe is the language of Gen AI and LLMs and it's essential to learn Python if you actually want to make a career around creating different artificial intelligence based agents and use LLMs more efficiently. So, why we should learn Python, right? So, Python is the engine of AI revolution, right? So, we're starting from ChatGPT to Stable Diffusion, right? Everything uses Python heavily. And then it has a rich ecosystem of Gen AI libraries, including Transformers, LangChain, Llama Index, OpenAI, FastAPI, and a lot more. It's widely supported by the open source community, so which is a big plus because when you have a large community, if you stuck with an issue or if there's a challenge or there's a bug, right, it gets addressed very, very quickly. So which makes it a lot more efficient when you want to work with LLMs and Gen AI. And it offers easy integration with a lot of leading LLMs, including OpenAI, Hugging Face, Cohere, and then tools like Flowwise, LangFlow, Pinecone, Viviate. They can be easily integrated using Python. It's very easy to learn, and you can do a lot with Python. So there is a saying that if you are building with LLMs, you are building with Python, right? So let's get started with Python. What we'll do in this video is we'll set up our environment. So for that, we will install Anaconda first, followed by VS Code, and then we will create a virtual environment. So Anaconda is basically a Python package management tool. It comes with Python and it also includes a number of other tools which we will be using in this series. And VS Code is a very powerful, feature-rich, and Gen AI-friendly tool. If you are using a different tool and if you are using a different Python distribution, that's absolutely fine. But in this playlist, I will use VS Code and Anaconda. And then we'll create a virtual environment. So virtual environment helps us keep project dependencies clean and isolated. You can consider the virtual environment as a sandbox for each Gen AI project. So first we'll download and install Anaconda, and then we will install Visual Studio Code. Then we'll create a project folder by the name of my LLM project and set up the virtual environment. And then we'll set up Python interpreter in the VS Code, and then we'll create a simple app.py script and try to run it. So that's what we will be doing. So let's go to our system to start. Okay, so first we'll download and install Anaconda. You can go to the Anaconda website, that is anaconda.com, and then you can download the Anaconda package. So I'll leave a link to this one in the description. Or if you want, right, you can just go to google.com and you can search Anaconda and you will be able to find this page. So here you need to provide your email address. So let me put my email address, kumar at securityfocal.com, and you need to agree with these terms and conditions, and then you can just hit on submit. So once you will do it, you will get a email in your mailbox with the Anaconda download link, and I'll just hit on this link to start the download. I have already downloaded Anaconda so that we can save some time, and let's just double click on this installation package to get started. Okay, so I will not do any fast forward in this video primarily because we want to see each step, and I would recommend you do not skip any of the steps that we are following here. Otherwise, it may result in a failure or it may create issues later on. So I'll just click on next, and then of course you need to agree to the license agreement. And yeah, so here you just install it for the current user, and I'll click on next. This will choose the location to get installed, okay, which is okay. I'll say next, and then you should select this option, add Anaconda 3 to my path environment variable. It is not recommended, but It will make our life a lot more easy because it will automatically add it to the environment variable. Still, some users face an issue, but that's okay. I mean, it will be easy to troubleshoot. You just need to go into the environment variables and give the correct path. So let's hit on install, and our installation is started. Okay, so it's getting installed. It will take some time, maybe 5 to 10 minutes or more, depending on your CPU, memory, and other things. So let's just be patient and wait for it to get installed. You can click over show details, so that will show you what is actually happening at this point of time. Okay, so our installation is completed successfully. If you get any issues, feel free to post it in comments, and I will try to respond as soon as I can. So I'll just click on next and then uh, next. I don't want to use Anaconda Navigator as of now, so I'll just unselect this and I'll just leave it also unselected, and you can click on finish. So our Anaconda installation is completed, and we have Anaconda done. Next we'll download and install VS Code. So you can just go to this VS Code site, code.visualstudio.com, download, and then hit on Windows 10 or 11 and download this package. So I have again already downloaded this package. So what I'll do is I'll just go to my software directory, and from there I'll just double click and start installation of VS Code. We of course need to read the agreement and agree to it, and then I'll just hit on next. Visual Studio Code is good. Okay, I don't want to create a desktop icon here. I'll let it add it to the path and then open with code option. It's good at times. So I'll actually select these two options and then I'll hit on next and install, and let the VS Code get installed on my system. Okay, so my installation is completed. Let's leave this option selected because we want to launch VS Code, and click on now finish. Let's switch to the full screen. Okay, so next we'll install the Python extension here. So for that, you need to click on this option that says extension, and we'll just search for Python by Microsoft. So Python is there, Python by Microsoft, and you will click on install. So let it get installed. It will take a moment. Okay, so Python interpreter is installed. Let me just minimize this extension, and then you need to do Control Shift P, and here I'll say Python interpreter, and you will get this option that says Python select interpreter. And here what we will select is Anaconda Python exe as our interpreter. And then next, let's open the terminal. So the terminal will open within this window. And here you will get an option to select your preferred option. Okay, so we just want to validate first if our Conda and Python is installed properly. So I'll just say Python hyphen version. And you can see the Python version installed here, 3.13.1. And then I'll also check Conda. So I'll say Conda hyphen version, and then we can see the Conda version. So both of them are deployed successfully, which is a good thing. Now we will create a new project here, basically a new directory in this folder, right? So remember the path where we are doing these things, right? Because that's where we will be creating our project, and we will be setting things up. So I'll say mkdir, and then I'll just create a directory by the name of my LLM project, and I'll just hit enter. So it has created our directory here, and then I'll just do a cd to my LLM project, and yeah, I am here. So what we will do is we will create a environment here. An environment, like I said, is like a sandbox. So when you create a project, right, that will use some libraries and a number of things that it will have dependencies on. And environment creates a sandbox, right? So that means that that will be the specific version of libraries and dependencies which you are using when you're building the project, right? So the environment is it will help you to port it if you want to port from your existing system to, let's say, to a cloud environment, which we will do eventually during this series. So let's go ahead and create an environment. So to do that, I'll just use this command, conda create minus n, or what we'll do is we'll use hyphen p instead of n, and then I'll say my env and then Python 3.12, and then I'll hit enter. So we are creating an environment by the name of my env, right? So it will download a number of packages that are required for this one. So I will say good, and I'll say while. So it will download and get it set up, and you can see which version and tools it's actually downloading here. Okay, great. So our installation is completed. We should be all set. Next, we just need to activate our environment. So I'll say conda activate, and then I'll name my env and I'll hit enter. Oh, sorry. I need to go into the env directory. What I'll do is I would rather copy this command entirely. And then I'll just paste this command. So conda activate and then my env, and I am inside my conda environment. So that is we are good for now. And we have successfully deployed VS Code. We have deployed Anaconda, and we have set up a virtual environment by the name of my env with Python 12 setup. So that's it for this video. I would like to stop here and remind you to make sure of liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Like I said, in this playlist, I will cover how you can efficiently use LangChain and build multiple AI applications. And I'll also cover other LLM tools like Hugging Face and a lot of other things. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button.